Today on People Now.
So my first priority would have to be myself.
Blac Chyna opens up to People about recovering from the scandal involving her ex, Rob Kardashian.
And it's baby Dream's first official photo shoot.
People is taking you inside Beyoncé and JAY-Z's life with their new twins.
A couple who disappeared over 70 years ago has likely been found as two bodies emerge from a melting glacier in the Swiss Alps.
I said, I'll always love you. And I got to say my piece. I got to say my goodbye to her.
Cake Boss star Buddy Valastro opens up about losing his mother to ALS.
And Kylie Jenner fools her whole family with her $350,000 wax figure. We will explain.
And Harry Styles apparently has no problem catching some Z's.
I definitely fell asleep while floating a couple times.
The Dunkirk star talks all about his big screen acting debut.
And why don't we fans get ready? The superstar boy band is answering your questions today on People Now.
What's the most important quality for a girl to have?
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I know this is cliche, but personality, like, you have to, I think we have to be able to, you know, have a conversation. Yeah,
smell good.
Hey, good morning, People.com and Facebook Live. Welcome to People Now. Great show for you today, including Kylie Jenner's epic prank that she played on the Kardashian-Jenner clan. It leads to our Facebook question of the day. We want to know what the best prank you've ever pulled is. Let us know all about it in the comments below. But first, here's what you need to know and what's trending today. This week in People, Blac Chyna is opening up about her life as she recovers from the scandal involving her ex, Rob Kardashian. People went to Blac Chyna's home to speak with her, and baby Dream was there for her first official photo shoot. Chyna talking openly about the scandal and what she is focused on moving forward. Watch.
You know what I'm gonna do first and foremost? I'm gonna make myself happy, because once I'm happy, then Dream could be happy, and then King could be happy, and then everybody else around me will be happy. So my first priority would have to be myself. And that's just my focus right this time. And then everything else will trickle underneath.
For even more from Blac Chyna, make sure to watch People Features Blac Chyna, streaming now on the People Entertainment Weekly Network. Now on to this. We still can't get over that stunning photo Beyoncé dropped on Instagram of her new twins, Sir and Rumi Carter. This week's People is taking you inside Jay-Z and Beyoncé's life post-babies. Beyoncé following up that epic post with pics showing off her post-baby bod. The whole family enjoying their quiet life in California, and a source tells People that the couple have moved past the marital drama, saying it's not a secret they had huge problems. They both worked very hard to get to the place where they are now. They're having a lot of fun raising their family together. A source close to the couple says they announced their babies on their own terms and that they are, quote, thrilled beyond words. They are currently living in Malibu, and Beyoncé is being a full-on supermom as she enjoys life with her family. She has 2 doctors come to the house weekly, several baby nurses that help out with the twins, and is hosting dinner parties. Also, the source goes on to explain that the couple's looking to find a permanent residence in California. An insider explaining to People, after Beyoncé was released from the hospital, she has been all about Blue and the babies. Jay loves being a dad, and Blue is very happy to be a big sister. She helps Beyoncé out with the babies. Super cute. And according to Sir and Rumi Carter's birth certificates obtained by People, the twins were delivered by the same doctor who helped Kim Kardashian West and her sister Kourtney give birth. Also revealing that the babies were born on June 13th in Los Angeles. Rumi arrived first, followed by Sir. For more on Jay-Z and Beyoncé's life with their new twins, make sure to pick up a copy of People on newsstands everywhere Friday. Now watch this.
And I looked her in the eye, and I told her, Ma, I said, I owe everything to you, and I couldn't be who I am without you. I said, you're my #1 girl. I said, I'll always love you. And I got to say my piece. I got to say my goodbye to her, which was tough.
Well, that's Cake Boss star Buddy Valastro opening up about his emotional final goodbye with his mother, Mary, who lost her battle to ALS back in June. The celebrity chef talking to People about his mom's fight and reveals that although he misses her every day, he knows that she is in a better place. Watch.
As much as I miss her, I'm glad that she didn't have to suffer with feeding tubes and, you know, not knowing anybody and just getting worse and worse and have a painful death. I couldn't be who I am without her. She was my biggest cheerleader, and I'll never forget her. But I know that she's in a better place and she's in heaven with my Father, singing I Will Survive right now.
Love that. And although the Cake Boss star and his family are moving forward every day, Velastro opens up to people about how he's finding the strength to go back to everyday life at the bakery. Watch.
I find strength in my children, and I do what I do for them. You know, I feel like my mother and father are always around. I feel like, you know, the bakery was our special place. I haven't been back to Hoboken since she died, and I know that when I go there next week, I'll definitely break down, because that place has just got so much history, and you know, it's my mom. You know, that was her spot.
Now moving on to this fascinating story, a couple who disappeared more than 70 years ago in the Swiss Alps has likely been found after two bodies emerged from a melting glacier. Reuters reports that the bodies were lying next to each other, saying it was a man and a woman wearing clothing dating back to World War II, and that they were, quote, perfectly preserved in the glacier and their belongings were intact. Their daughter told a Swiss paper that the news gave her a deep sense of calm after not having answers for so many years, adding that her and her 6 siblings spent their, quote, whole lives looking for them without stopping. According to local media, the bodies were discovered last week near a ski lift on the San Fleuren Glacier by a worker for an adventure resort company. Now an autopsy and DNA test is being performed to confirm their identities. And according to the daughter, the couple had gone off to feed their cattle in a meadow on August 15th, 1942, and never returned. A funeral for the two is already in the works. The daughter saying, quote, I won't wear black. I think that white would be more appropriate. It represents hope, which I never lost. That is just an amazing story.
Crazy story.
Yeah.
I know. All right, hello, let's check in with Facebook Live. In just a minute, we are revealing how Kylie Jenner pranked her family with her wax figure. But first, we wanted to know what's the best prank you've ever pulled.
All right, Charlie says, I blocked all the sports channels on our TV right before the NFL draft. My dad was not happy. In certain households, that's like enough for like a little fight.
Tony Marie says, oh, I've done loads of pranks, hee. And then I'm seeing, she goes, I got some eggs when I was little and took the yolk out and I made plastic ones. My Nana was mad when she found out. It's very elaborate.
Yeah, very elaborate. Lots of pranks and things going on. We will tell you all about Kylie's prank in just a little bit. Plus, don't forget, we're seeing comments for Why Don't We, that band. We're going to be hearing from them in just a bit as well. But keep the comments coming in. We'll check in with you again soon. But first, Andrea, more for us in Star Trek.
That is correct, Jeremy. Well, we are seeing double this morning in Star Treks. So do you think you can keep up with 2 Kylie Jenners in the world? Well, the 19-year-old reality star celebrated the reveal of her brand new Madame Tussauds wax figure on Tuesday, showing off the lifestyle doll's uncanny resemblance on social media. Kylie, whose wax figure shares the star's same signature pout, admitted to tricking her entire family, writing on Instagram, I made her FaceTime my whole family and fooled everyone. So still not convinced? Well, Kylie donated her actual 2016 Met Gala debut gown to the museum, giving fans an up-close and personal look at the custom silver and fringe beaded Balmain ensemble on Snapchat. And according to a press release, Kylie's wax figure is valued at $350,000. Jenner explaining on a February episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians that the detailed process of creating a wax figure takes about half a year to complete. They look very, very similar. The attraction opens to the public at Madame Tussauds Hollywood location today, just in time for the lipstick mogul's new reality show, Life of Kylie, which premieres August 6th. All right, now on to this. Our favorite jet-setting royals, Prince William, Princess Kate, Prince George, and Princess Charlotte, have touched down in Germany as part of their 5-day tour after departing Poland earlier today. The royal fam received an official welcome at the Berlin airport, and of course, the family arrived looking stylish as ever. Prince William and Princess Kate kick off their visit today with a meeting with the German Chancellor, Angela Merkel. The royal couple are set to have lunch with Merkel, and then later today, they will continue their tour by stopping by Brandenburg Gate and the city's Holocaust Museum and Memorial. The royal Fab Four were seen leaving the airport earlier today as they made their way to Germany. They had a packed 2 days that included a garden party in honor of Queen Elizabeth's birthday. And that's not all from the royal tour. We'll have more from their trip to Germany later in the week. First, watch this. How cute is that? Hilary Duff's adorable 5-year-old son Luca showed off his very impressive tubing skills on Monday, taking the time to even blow his mama a quick air kiss while out on the water. The younger star, who gushes over her little boy on social media, posted the video to her Instagram account, captioning the post "casual wave and air kiss," along with some heart emojis. Well, Hilary, we certainly heart this video. Luca seems like the sweetest. And those are your star tracks for today.
Stay with us, guys. Harry Styles is revealing secrets from behind the scenes of the Dunkirk set. And stick around. Why Don't We fans, the social media superstar boy band, is answering your questions, including what they look for in a girl. Stick around.
This is King Cutie in People. His Royal Highness Prince George Alexander Louis of Cambridge. These are George's parents, George's home, his Nana, the Queen, and his staff of 644 Englishmen. This is George's dog Lupo, who inspired his favorite book, The Adventures of the Royal Dog Lupo, one George will share now that he's a big brother. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
Secrets and Lies, the latest People, goes inside the Trump family's inner circle and reveals how the ruthless family culture has shaped Don Jr., his siblings, and the presidency. And joining us now to talk about the Trump family is People.com executive editor Sarah Nathan. Welcome, Sarah. Good to see you.
Good morning.
First, why did People want to do this cover story now? This is obviously going to get a lot of attention.
It is. It's the most important story of our time. It's the story that everybody is talking about, not just in America, the rest of the world, and People have done what People does best, which is go into what's really going on. How does this family work? What's the strategy behind this family's power trip, really? And what's happened from these children becoming silver spoon children to reaching the White House.
Sure. The article and the reporting really is tapping into what makes the family tick. Loyalty, incredibly important to President Trump, obviously, especially when it comes to family. A close friend of Eric and Don Jr. told People this: the loyalty within his family is insane. They would never speak against their dad. The boys are totally scared of him because he's so macho. What else did people learn about the Trump children's upbringing?
It's quite interesting because you're actually learning about these children that from birth have had to learn, as Ivanka said in an interview, the currency of it, the value of $1. And she recalls actually going on ski trips and the children going down a mountain and being held back because everybody was so competitive. And you really get the sense of these 3 children being pitted against each other. Obviously, in our reporting, we tell how the divorce between Ivana and Donald had a huge impact on the children, mostly to Don Jr.
Yeah, Don Jr. is certainly impacted by that. And with the news, of course, that Don Jr. possibly broke campaign finance laws, maybe, by coordinating with a foreign government, there's increased scrutiny on him now as an individual. A childhood friend of the president's oldest son telling People that growing up, quote, Donnie was so nondescript, just a kid who didn't really have a group. So as a kid who didn't really have a group growing up, how's he fitting into politics now?
It's not so easy for him because you have 2 brothers that have actually gone on the campaign trail, but now they're relegated to New York. They're relegated back to Trump Tower, while Ivanka and Jared, her husband, are in the West Wing. They're in the White House. So it's a very important story to be told, and it's very interesting, and he doesn't like it. As we tell, he can't wait for these 4 years to be over.
Wow, it's really interesting. Obviously, the family front and center with this administration. Sarah Nathan, thank you so much. And guys, for even more on the Trump family, pick up the latest issue of People on newsstands everywhere Friday.
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift and Sarah Jessica Parker and Liam Hemsworth, proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People. The details make the story.
That's the social media superstar boy band Why Don't We with their hit song Nobody Gotta Know. They've only been a group for less than a year, but have made waves with their hit songs and music videos, this one receiving over 9 million views. And when they stop by People now, they answered some of your fan questions. Check this out.
Hey, we're Why Don't We, and we're answering your fan questions for People now.
Madison asks, what's the most important quality for a girl to have?
Oh.
Ooh. I think I know this is cliche, but personality, like, you have to, I think we have to be able to, you know, have a conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, smell good. That's the most important quality. Take it. Yeah. I mean, for me. Melissa asked, does the fandom have a name?
Man.
Well, they do not.
We're kind
of like, if you guys want to come up with like a dope name that y'all are like cool with, then heck yeah.
We don't want to name it.
Yeah.
We don't want to.
Yeah. It should be like a.
You guys do it.
Unanimous thing.
Yeah.
Fan-derived thing.
Mackenzie asks, if any of you were to ever get a tattoo, what would it be and why?
Oh, we all wanted to get a tattoo.
We actually all did, yeah. We wanted to get, basically just like right here, we wanted to get a 1/5. You know, to just always show that, you know, it means a lot to us, obviously, the 1/5. If you want to go more on that.
I don't know if we're going to go through with it, but.
Yeah, just 1/5, like right
idea.
here, so when you're holding the mic, it's like, you know, you're 1/5 of the band type of thing.
Yeah, it'd be dope.
Would you guys date a fan?
If they're cool?
I mean,
Yeah.
cool, yeah.
I think it all just depends on who you are.
So you're saying there's a chance. Why don't we fans make sure to tune in tomorrow because we've got more with the boys, including who is single and working with the one and only Logan Paul. Stick around for that tomorrow.
I slept most of, I'd say 90% of what wasn't filming. I was asleep.
Yeah, I think we both managed to find a way to fall asleep on demand. Yeah, so on set, if there was like a 5-minute break while they turned over the camera or whatever.
Boats, side of boats, swimming.
On the mole, in the wind and rain.
Swim.
Yeah.
I definitely fell asleep while floating a couple of times. That was good. It was nice, refreshing. You know.
I think you're the best at it, actually. I like to think I'm pretty good, but you are the best
Thank
at falling
you.
asleep, yeah.
Great singer, Christopher Nolan approved actor, world's greatest sleeper. Is there anything Harry Styles can't do? The former One Directioner stars in the new war movie Dunkirk, which hits theaters this Friday, July 21st, and it's also our Toyota People Pick of the day. So when Harry and co-star Fionn Whitehead recently sat down with People, they opened up about some of the film's other behind-the-scenes secrets. Watch this.
There was a couple of days where we were just out in the water all day. That felt like, I think they were the most rewarding days when they were done. Where during, they were the worst days.
I found it really funny that they kept running on with warm coats when we were covered in water. So they'd give us these warm coats and then we get the inside of the coats wet. And then we put them back on and they'd be all slimy and cold and we'd be like, well,
yeah. I think with that, it was a lot of, you know, you'd be out on the boats and it'd be us and extras and stunts and stuff like that, and it was very turned into like everyone actually huddling together to stay warm and stuff like that, and you know, I think that kind of stuff was like some of my favorite. It was pretty like instinctive.
Where are we going? Dunkirk. I'm not going back. There's no hiding from this sun.
It gives you, you know, the perspective of you're cold for a day and you get to take your uniform off and go home and shower and go to bed, and the fact that the people who were there didn't, and they were being shot at, and you know, slept in those clothes and woke up and did the stuff the next day and stuff like that, and it gives you like a newfound appreciation for, you know, showering.
Yeah, I think the minute anyone complains, someone would just pipe up like, yeah, well, at least you weren't there.
Yeah.
And then everyone would feel really bad and just crawl away to a hole somewhere.
You can practically see it from here.
What?
Home.
Whew, that is going to be intense and
know,
really
I'm
good.
excited
Let's
to
check in
see
with Facebook Live one more time. We were feeling inspired by Kylie Jenner's wax figure prank of the Kardashian family. So we wanted to know what the best prank that you have ever pulled.
Yeah, some good ones here. Debbie says, favorite prank, when my kids were little, I pulled an April Fool's prank. After they all went to sleep, I moved them around to each other's beds. When they woke up, they were all in the wrong bedroom. That's a lot.
That's really funny, because you wake up and you're like, what? What's going on? Where am I?
Like sleepwalk or whatever.
Angelica says, back when cable first came out, I would take our cable remote to our TV and go hide behind my grandpa's chair and turn his cable on and off. I was about 12 and he was old already. I just remember him cursing at the cable box, not knowing that it was me. How is it changing itself?
And that stuff can be really frustrating, technology, especially for grandpas. I don't know. My grandpa gets really frustrated by technology.
How does this thing work? These kids, stay off my lawn. All right.
Kids are so silly.
Kids are so silly. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to catch us again tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. It's supermodel Gisele Bündchen's birthday, guys, and we've got her most super moments, according to us. Plus, Harry Styles will be back dishing on whether he will return to the silver screen after Dunkirk. What do you think?
I hope so. I think he will.
I think he will.
I heard he's a really good actor, too. All right, thanks for watching. For now, we leave you with one last thing from Francois Arnault, the star of NBC's new show, Midnight Texas. Enjoy.
Bye, guys.
Hey, I'm Francois Arnault, and this is one last thing. The last time I was starstruck, I had to do a screen test with Sir Anthony Hopkins, and I didn't get the role, but I thought I was pretty good. The last show I binge watched was The Handmaid's Tale, and I'm still really upset about it. The last thing I Googled was Warwick, New York, because I'm thinking of getting the hell out of this madness that is New York City.